Hello, this is Octavius. Thank you for tuning in to North American Archery. And today I want to talk to you about the mindset of a seasoned bow hunter. I've been bow hunting for many years, and today, or I should say this morning, I sat for about 4 or 5 hours and didn't see one deer. And I got to thinking to myself, what causes me to sit in a tree stand or a blind or walk the woods and spot and stalk all day, and I'm okay with potentially not getting an animal that day, not harvesting what I'm hunting? Well, there's a mindset that I have acquired over the years, and I start thinking about a few things that I think of when I bow hunt. And I'm sure that many of you that bow hunted for many years think the same way. But I want to share a few things with you. Number one, we are patient. To be a seasoned bow hunter, you have to understand that you're not always going to harvest the animal, that you're going to do hunting the hardest way possible. There is no harder way than bow hunting, especially big game animals, because you can't get far away and make the shot. Okay? There's just no way. You have to get in within that 20 to 30 yards for most guys. But I like to even be about 10 to 15 yards max, especially since I traditional bow hunt primarily. So I have to be patient in my approach to hunting any animals. I don't care if it's elk or bear or deer. It doesn't matter. I need to get close in order to harvest that animal. I can't shoot him with a rifle a couple 100 yards away. And so that is a mindset that I have, that since I'm putting down the gun and I'm saying I'm going bow hunting, I have to be patient in that process. Number two, animals have the advantage, and we're okay with that. A seasoned bow hunter understands that the animals have the advantage and we don't. Okay. There's been so many times that I've seen a deer or whatever animal I'm hunting within 40 yards or 50 yards, and my mind says, man, if I had my 30-30, that's a dead deer. Well, you can think that way, but today you're bow hunting, right? So there is no need to even have that thought process. You have to say, okay, if I wanted to go rifle hunting, I would have my rifle. But today, I have my bow. And so last week I had this actually happen to me, where I had a two doe walk in front of my tree stand about 40 to 45 yards away, had no shot with my recurve, obviously. But I would have with a rifle. And I had that thought, man, if I would have had my 30-30 up here, I would have smoked that deer. I would have harvested, and I would have had meat in the freezer this season. But that's not the way I want to look at it. My mindset should say, hey, I am a bow hunter, and this is what I'm doing today. If I do not want to go bow hunting, I need to grab my rifle and have it on my lap. Okay? And so the animal has the advantage, and we have to be okay with that because we're bow hunting, and we have to have a broadside shot most of the time within that 20 to 30 yards max, hopefully closer. Number three, and this is very important, it's more than just killing animals for us. A seasoned bow hunter understands that just going to a deer stand or going to a deer blind or walking through the woods in the early morning before the sun rises has to be more than just killing animals. I'm okay with conservation. That's part of the reason why I hunt. I think that we need to control the populations on deer and other species. However, if it's only just about killing animals for me, I will grab my 30-30. Okay, I'll go grab a shotgun. I'll go grab whatever weapon out of my gun cabinet to go get the job done as efficiently as possible. So, what is it about? Well, one thing for me is about going in the woods, enjoying God's creation, seeing the sunrise, seeing the sunset, learning about the animals, being in tune with myself and who I am as a man before God. These things help me reflect on myself, and nature speaks to me as a man. A seasoned bow hunter is a outdoorsman. He is a woodsman. He understands that he gets replenished in his soul, in his spirit man, through hunting and being in the great outdoors. So it's a lot more to it than just grabbing a weapon and harvesting an animal and killing an animal. It's more about your makeup as a person. You know that, hey, I need this so I can enjoy my life. And it's not about going hunting and killing animals or going to work and coming home and doing chores. It's not about my to-do list. This is about me going out into what God's created and enjoying it and letting it minister to me. So that was very important to me. It's probably one of the most important things to me when it comes to deer hunting, or hunting in general, I should say. Number 4 is we enjoy learning about the animals. Learning about the animals is so key to being a seasoned bow hunter, because when you learn about the animal, you know how to hunt the animal. You know the weaknesses of the animal. You know the strengths of the animal. And you also know, because of your tags and your licenses that we all have to go and get to do it legally, we know the bag limits that we can actually have when hunting. So now we know what part do we have to play in conservation. If an area I hunt says I can get 4 doe and 1 buck, I know that's my max limit. So I learn what the does are doing. I learn what the bucks are doing. I know about the seasons. And a lot of hunters have this, whether they go bow hunting or not. However, we learn more about the animal as a seasoned bow hunter because we understand their patterns. We hunt early season. We just don't rely on the rut when the bucks go crazy and start pushing does everywhere. We hunt early season, like late September, early October, so that when we're out there, we have to know their travel corridors, their pinch points, their funnels, their bedding areas. And so we learn a lot about that, and as the years progress, we get better and better and better and better. And that's why sometimes you run across some older gentlemen, and you start talking to him at a bow shop or out there on some public land, and he may have been hunting for 40 years. You pick his brain, you can see that he has a lot of lived experience, and he's able to add value to you because he is got to a place where he learned a lot about the animals that he's hunting, and he knows their patterns and knows where to look, how to read sign, and so forth and so on. So that is critical, that as a seasoned bow hunter, we learn more about the animals. And then number 5 is key as well, is our perspective on mistakes. That's how we get better. We're not afraid to make mistakes as a seasoned bow hunter. Last weekend when I hunted, I had 2 mistakes I made. Number 1, right before dusk, I'm drinking coffee and reaching over to my bag to my right over here, and I know deer come over here on my property and come this way in the morning, but I'm so in tune with my coffee because I didn't have a sip this morning in my mug that I brought, that I spooked the deer. Then I'm not paying attention, not actually looking to get deer. Another deer comes up and I'm not ready and I miss a shot and I shoot right over his back. So I got winded, okay, and I had a shot before I got winded, but I was worried about drinking my coffee. There was a mistake. Another mistake I made is I missed a 15-yard shot because by the time I knew the deer was here, the buck was here, he was within 10 yards of me, and he would see my every move, so I had to wait till he passed me, quartering away, and then I shoot a last-second shot, rush the shot before he got out of my shooting lane, and then I missed the deer altogether. But I learned from those mistakes. And a seasoned bow hunter learns from those things and tries his best or her best not to repeat it season after season after season. So that was the first time in a long time I've had a deer come right in front of me and not see it coming because I'm on my phone or whatever I was doing. And the other thing was is that the other deer winded me, and it was because I was fiddling with my coffee. Typically, I wouldn't do that. I would wait until about an hour after daylight before I start fidgeting with my bag or adjusting what I'm doing in my tree stand, because I know that's a prime time. And that was a mistake I made that I haven't made in a long time, but I've corrected that since then. So the last couple sits I've had, I made sure I didn't do any of that, and I've had some pretty good success. And so guys, I just wanted to share that with you on some of the things. This is not all of the things a seasoned bow hunter has in his mind, but I just wanted to share a few things from me that has shaped my perspective as a bow hunter over the years and how I tend to look at it. And there's more to this, and there's more things obviously that we think of as a seasoned bow hunter, but I just wanted to share a few things with you before I get out of the stand today after sitting here almost 5 hours, like I said, and didn't get one harvested deer. All right, guys, I appreciate everything you do. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Turn on your post notifications. And I want you to remember something. You don't have to get ready when you stay ready. All right, guys, we'll see you later.